Here's Rob.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, Rob.
Just got out of Spider-Man. Effing incredible movie.
I saw it today. Fez and I went and saw it. What'd you think? You liked it?
I loved it, especially Norton.
Norton had a very nice little featured cameo, almost like he was a star.
Yeah.
Almost like it was, and it got a laugh in there.
I was laughing. I had to take my 3 little nephews to it, so...
How did they like it?
They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, they're not, no kids read comic books anymore, so they're comparing it to the video game and the cartoon, but...
Right, exactly, that's true. But they dug it?
Yeah, they loved it.
Now, how old are they?
They're, 8, 9, and 8.
They're 8, 9, and 8. Okay.
Yeah,
now, see, I am not a comic book guy, and I think I liked it more than Fez. And Fez, you are a comic book guy.
I'm a comic book guy. I really, really like this thing.
Yeah.
The effects were great. I wasn't completely bowled over by the story, but I think this is a really good movie, and I will definitely see it again.
Hey, did you see the Hulk trailer?
Yeah.
That looks like it's going to be interesting. It was just a little teaser.
Well, I think, here's what I said to Fez. I said that's the only thing that they shot so far. They probably haven't done anything other than said coming next year. That one will be interesting. And in a couple of weeks, and we're hearing really good things about the new Star Wars movie.
Attack of the Clones.
But the Spider-Man movie I liked a lot.
I liked it too. All right, guys, I'll go see you on Monday. Al gave me a call to come in.
Okay, buddy, see that? Now, if you go over some of the stuff, Fezzy, with, because, a comic book movie is a comic book movie. You can't get too... I'm not comparing it to The Godfather when I say I like it.
Right.
It's a summer movie. It's about a comic book. You know what you're getting into. I had no complaints at all. Some of the people didn't like the computer, the CGI stuff. I heard, his partner died. Roger Ebert.
Oh, Ebert.
He said that it looked like the guy didn't have enough weight, like like gravity didn't pull him down. I don't have a problem with that. He's shooting around. Here's the thing I was thinking about Spider-Man, and the fact, they actually used bullets.
See, I think that helps a comic book movie a lot.
I think it helps it, too. But here's what I was thinking about him. And he's apt because he's got no buildings to swing off of.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess, in the Rockies he would do okay. Running in the suburbs, and he's powerless.
And that's his mode of transportation.
Is the deal is he can't leave the city? He never leaves the city to fight people?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever left the city that I know of.
Yeah.
This is home base.
People are asking me this on the instant feedback. Was the World Trade Center, they had the spider web and there was a helicopter cart in it. That was not in the movie. But again, I think like the Hulk thing today, that's just something that they did right off the bat and never had any plans to put it.
Excited about the film.
Grace, it's a teaser. All right, here is Sean. Sean, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
The real hardcore Spider-Man nerds, they're upset because...
Be natural, too.
I totally agree.
But shouldn't it come out as arse?
Oh, no. If they do that'll be ridiculous.
So, yeah, he's shooting the webs right out of his wrist. Instead of, like, in the comic book where he somehow got the...
Here is Matty Fridays, who saw the movie. Matty, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Matty Fridays.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Fezzy. I liked the movie up until the end, and I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but the whole exposition at the end of the movie, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but let's not get into any kind of spoilers, but I had no problem with the end of the movie.
I just didn't voice over because it was good.
Yeah.
But the reason those two characters talking, it really wasn't needed. I didn't think that was needed at all. It just totally ruined everything that was setting up in that movie, I thought.
I don't know. I have no problem with that at all. What do you think, Fez?
I had no problem with the ending, and
What do you think of Osborn, as Willem Dafoe as Osborn?
I thought he was great, and actually, I liked him better when he was playing Willem Dafoe as Osborn more than when he was the Green Goblin, because it was. Did you really need that big mask? He's scary enough.
His mask. I thought the Goblin, before they turned Ultimate Spider-Man, he wasn't really a monster. He was just wearing a hooded mask in the comic book anyway.
Right.
So they just modernized it. But could you imagine if Walken was in that role? I mean, I think the only would have been Walken.
All right, I was fine with Dafoe. I mean,
right.
You could always say Walken. I put him in anybody's role.
All right, well, you guys have a good weekend, okay?
All right, see you, buddy.
Bye.
I had no problem with the cast whatsoever.
I didn't know so much about the girl, Fezzy, with the red hair.
Well, I think she had to have the red hair for the comic book.
Yeah, I know, but did she really look like the kind of girl that you would go, oh my God, my whole life changes over her?
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Natalie Portman, for instance.
Right, okay.
Where, I mean, and, nothing against this girl. She's a cute girl, but she's not the girl. All right, here's Earl. Earl, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Earl. Lonnie, wait. First off, when you see her with the wet T-shirt after the big mugging scene, I'm sorry, she was the girl.
All right, that was a great scene. Not long enough for me, though.
I'm with you.
But there was other times, I don't know whether the screen was it, but her teeth, there was something about the teeth that looked like they were too short and wide to me. I had a problem with it. Her teeth looked like 2x4s when I was looking at her. Maybe I was focusing too much.
I'm with you. All
right.
You guys see the one scene with Ground Zero, though, that they put in the movie?
I don't even recall there was something like he was swinging by it.
No, there was one scene where they're right around Norton scene, as a matter of fact. They're talking about the movie and what Spider-Man's doing, and they got two guys
that are at Ground Zero?
At Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw that in the movie after the whole trailer thing. I think they felt guilty.
Yeah. What'd you think of that? I mean, it goes by quick.
It goes by quick. I thought it was all right.
What would you give the movie, scale 1 to 10?
Honestly, I give it an 8.
Yeah, that's about where I am. I'd give it a B+. That's fine. I got no problem.
It was the original Batman movie, but you know what? I was pretty entertained. I was mildly surprised.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought that Spider-Man moved better than Batman. In the Batman movie, the first one, I thought he was moving too stiff for me.
Yeah, he couldn't turn his head. He couldn't turn his body in that bat suit.
And for me, it took forever for Jack Nicholson to become the Joker.
Yeah.
And, this guy was, evil. He was like a mad scientist, evil guy. It was a pretty scary character. I don't know how you can't be scared of Willem Dafoe.
He was good, though. He was actually really moved the movie along.
All right. And, I love that they painted the 59th Street Bridge gold. I think maybe the city ought to think about it that way.
Nice.
It looks better than it does in real life.
That's true.
They put a little gold on it. The scenes with the Roosevelt Island tram, great stuff. Roosevelt Island. One of the things that happened there, where they ended up in the old smallpox hospital, which is if you ever go over 59th Street Bridge, you look down, you kind of see like ruins at the end of Roosevelt Island. That is an old smallpox hospital that they actually ended up in. You almost have to live on that island to even know about that place. Most people don't know about it. And they kept that, so it was fairly realistic, true to New York.
They were they didn't change a thing really about Roosevelt Island.
Well, they blew it up.
But every scene, that was right there.
Has there been
the tram station, the tram?
Is there ever a movie where they don't start blowing up New York, though?
Oh, they love to destroy New York in movies.
Have you ever seen other cities barely even blown up? Nobody goes blowing up Miami. No one's blowing up New Orleans.
It's New York. New York is the prime movie target.
Hey, Asia. Little baby Asia.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Hey, Asia. Fezzy says hey.
Hey, Fez.
Hey, Asia.
You guys.
Yeah.
Some of us don't have time to go to the movies until later because we have jobs. Y'all are killing it for me right now.
What have we ruined?
Everything. Now that I know Roosevelt Island got blown up and...
Well, it's not completely blown up. There's things that all you got to do is see the trailer and you know that the tram's in it.
Oh, come on, because I know you guys are going to start spilling something and I'm going to be mad. I'm going to have to turn the station.
All right, all I'm going to say this. The scene in Harlem at the Apollo Theater. Unbelievable.
Okay, say no more.
He gets in a fight with that clown. What's that clown's name?
Sandman.
Sandman starts smacking him with a broom and chasing him off the stage.
But he does save Kiki Shepard.
I have one more question for Fez before I go.
Yeah, okay, Asia.
Was I not on that 100 Beautiful People?
Yeah, what happened there?
You need to go back and check that, because I swear I think I was on that.
You should be on Ebony's 100 Most Beautiful Peoples.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm taking off Halle Berry, and I'm putting on Asia.
There you go.
All right, see you, Asia.
See you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Asia.
Hey, Tage, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that the original ending to the movie was supposed to be where the helicopter gets caught in between the World Trade Centers.
That's not true, because that was in the trailer, and they would never put the end of the movie in the trailer.
Yeah, why would they do that?
Well, it was just the part where he makes the big web in between the two towers. It wasn't supposed to be the very ending, just one of the last fights.
Yeah, no, that's not true. And people are sending me this. All the geek people are saying, no, that was just in the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a bunch of people were telling me that was the act. That was
well, tell them that they're lying. You look them right in the eyes and say you're a liar. All right?
Stand up for yourself, Tage.
Hey, Brian, you're on the fence.
How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, Brian.
Hey, big-ass card number 8352.
Hoo-ah!
Hey, I heard you talking earlier. Some guy said he took his nephews to the movie. I have 4-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, who really like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You think it's too much for them?
No, I don't see what, they'll be as scared as any other movie.
Is the Goblin really scary?
Yeah, of course it is. It's scary in a good way, though. It's scary like when you're a little kid. You're in a movie, you get scared of the bad people, and you're happy for the good people.
Would you suggest I see it first and then take them?
Maybe just raise this kid to be a pussy. I don't know what to tell you here. I would take my kid to any movie.
What other movies has your kid seen?
Well, I take them to Disney movies and stuff like that. They're only 4.
Yeah, but a Disney movie's going to have a dinosaur getting crushed or something. Nothing's happening.
There's always bad fish. Yeah. You're right. Hey, listen, I love you guys.
All right, say it.
Take your kid. They love it. They love Spider-Man. The children love him.
I took my kids to see Goodfellas. What's the big deal about it? It's a movie.
And it's not
when you're a little kid, you don't like to be scared at a movie?
And it's not like nothing ever bad happens in those Disney films.
It happens. Not one of those.
Mothers are getting killed in those things.
Not one of those characters has a mother. Hey, Joe, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. Hey, New York isn't the only city to have been destroyed in the movies all the time. If you remember from the 50s and 60s, in all the Godzilla movies, Tokyo would get destroyed all the time.
Yeah, but that was a big paper-mache Tokyo.
Well, still, what do you think? It's not real buildings that are blowing up in New York. It's just a modern-day version of using the technology we have to digitally enhance things and blow things up.
Right, it looks hell of a lot better. But, it does seem like there's a lot of New York, let's say, in the last 10, 15 years. Isn't that bizarre?
Well, you know what it is? New York is such a popular city, and everybody wants to film it,
Yeah. Good, thanks. Yeah, that's what I said to people when they're going, oh, did you feel a little odd during the Times Square scenes? What the hell? That's what you're supposed to do in a movie.
Right, and New York has the recognizable landmarks that make recognizable ruins in movies.
Here's the thing. Let's suppose you're watching a movie, right?
Right.
And they started blowing up Phoenix. Would you care? They start blowing up Cincinnati. I'm like, what the hell? What's the big deal? I would actually be in the movie going, don't worry about it. And we still have Cleveland.
Would you care? Would you notice? Could you tell that was Phoenix they blew up?
Well, let's say, like, the whole movie takes place in Phoenix. And then they go, there's a bomb in Phoenix. You'd be going like, whatever.
Exactly.
Fine. No big deal.
877-692-1027.
What was the first time they started destroying movies in New York? Was that King Kong going around busting stuff up?
Oh, yeah.
The first King Kong?
Yep. Climbing up stuff, causing trouble.
But in, last 10, 15 years, there's a ton of films.
Yeah. Every disaster film likes to hit New York.
Right.
In one way or another.
And then last year was kind of weird because about the towers. Remember AI, where New York was underwater except for the towers.
Okay, yeah.
So it was like New York was destroyed, but the towers will be here forever.
And then, again, you see the Statue of Liberty, just the torch sticking out of the water.
They love to just have the torch sticking up. That started Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah. They'll always knock down the Statue of Liberty.
Somehow we're supposed to believe everything's a beach.
877-692-1027.
What else? Independence Day.
Yeah.
That's when they started to really put New York underwater.
Is that where they, where the spaceship was right over the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
Is that what their center target was?
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one, I guess. I'm thinking of not Independence Day, but the one that came out the same time as Independence Day. Deep Impact.
Oh, okay.
That had the big wave coming in, remember?
Yeah.
There was a huge wave that for some reason came from the south. Because it rolled up over lower Manhattan, up,
What I love in that movie is the kids are getting away. Remember the highway's packed, and the family gives the daughter the baby, and they take off on the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And the wave's coming. The parents get killed in the wave, but they drove a mile, and they were fine.
Well, they ran up a mountain. Always run up a mountain if a wave's coming. That goes without saying.
They didn't make it that far up a mountain.
No one knew this. Run up a mountain.
877-692-1027.
Tommy, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Tommy.
Players?
Hey, player.
How about Escape from New York? With your man Snake Plissken.
All right, Snake Plissken, who I thought he was dead. That was good because it had New York already long destroyed.
Yeah, and basically a prison.
Yeah, which was really a great little concept. That, there's nothing we can do anymore. People were so weirded out by the 70s and early 80s that they act like eventually we will just put a fence around Manhattan and keep all those animals in.
Yeah, they won't be able to get out, and you won't go in. And we'll all be separated, and we'll all be better off.
Albert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Albert.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. Godzilla going around the east side in Times Square, just destroying buildings left and right.
Yeah, he did, and of course, they were in Madison Square Garden. And Godzilla, who was so gigantic, big enough to run through buildings, remember? He was like literally leaving his hole through buildings, yet could somehow hide and be crawling around in the subway system.
Yeah, crawling through the very thin tunnels.
Right. When you look at the subway, there's just enough room for that train. How the hell is this huge lizard going to be sliding around down there?
So they blew up Madison Square Garden completely. The Army came in and blew that thing up. And then the Brooklyn Bridge, they tied the monster up in.
Where the hell? I only saw that movie once.
Which bridge was it?
I'm not sure.
But they got him caught in the cables and everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure which bridge that was. I remember being so disappointed for that one.
Well, it was so stupid to have baby Godzilla. Shouldn't this one monster be enough to hold your attention and your plot?
Then they tried to look like Jurassic Park.
Right, like the Velociraptors.
Yeah.
All running around. And they had to run from them. And just hundreds of them. You know, if you're doing Godzilla should be enough, people. What, are you so bored with your own script you got to come up with 100 other monsters?
That was terrible.
Jeez. Crap. Just crap.
Here's, the Godzilla thing, and I was really looking forward to it, because they had a great teaser trailer, remember? Where I was underwater and the guys were fishing, kind of looked like Jaws.
So the big wave was coming, and that little pier was falling apart as the old man's running.
Here is Anthony. Anthony, you're on Running Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Cardholder number 4969. Armageddon. They blew up. It was blowing up New York. The asteroids and all that.
Now that's where it got hit with like a meteor shower, right? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and remember the Chrysler building, the top of the Chrysler building.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
And then the guy was yelling, Saddam Hussein is bombing us. Remember? So it was almost like they thought they were being bombed, but it was meteors hitting.
Yeah, the little pieces of the asteroid coming in.
With the guy with the Godzilla.
What do you mean, Godzilla? Oh, yeah,
right. They were arguing. The dog was arguing with somebody.
He was like selling Godzilla merchandise or something.
And he took a little piece of asteroid right in his head.
Right, because I guess they came out at the same time. But Armageddon was the big hit that summer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
12 Monkeys was in New York. They came back and New York was all screwed up from the virus with cats running around and stuff.
Sorry to tell you, my friend, that was Philadelphia.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
And that's why nobody cared. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Nobody.
Thank you for the correction.
People actually looked at it and said, so what? Philadelphia overrun by animals. How's that different from anything? You better keep your focus on New York. Or people think, we're okay. We still got New York. They just blew up Philadelphia. So what?
They'll still feel safe.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what about like Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance? They took out half of Wall Street.
Yeah, they did. They actually almost kind of had a ground zero look about it, too.
Yeah, the train stations are destroyed.
Right. Die Hard 3, but then, of course, they stop it from destroying a big... See, a lot of movies, they just saved New York.
Oh, yeah, from the attack.
Right. What was the one just a couple years ago? George Clooney was driving all over town because supposedly there was an atomic bomb in New York.
Was that The Peacemaker?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. The Peacemaker.
Right.
And again, people are nervous because it's New York. But try being worried whether or not they're going to blow up Philadelphia. People are going to go, whatever. We'll be fine. Hey, Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
How about one from the 60s, Failsafe with Henry Fonda?
I don't remember that one.
What happened is that we sent over bombers to bomb Russia. It was a mistake, and they couldn't call them back. So in order to appease the Russians, he also drops a bomb on New York City.
Who drops one? We do?
Henry Fonda was supposed to be the president now.
What a horrible president.
Yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking. Larry Hagman was like the interpreter.
Did he give everybody a chance to get out?
No, he just kind of did it. He wanted to even it up, to show that we didn't do it to start war with Russia.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
That's it.
It seems an awful lot to give up.
Well, I guess they figured, well, if we take out Moscow, if we take out New York, we're even. We won't destroy
and we
the whole
save
world.
the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Why don't we say again? Well, let's suppose they would have said, okay, well, we'll give you Cincinnati. No. Denver? New York? All right, we got a deal.
Yeah, that's even, Steven, for them.
All right, here is Rusty. Rusty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rusty.
Hey, Ron and Fez. How you doing tonight?
Good, buddy. What can we do for you?
I was thinking about Men in Black, when the aliens go out to the old World's Fair.
Yeah, right. They're in Queens.
And they try to blow those things up. One other movie that I thought of as I was waiting for you guys. What is that movie with Tommy Lee Jones with the lava coming through? Is that from New York or were they in California?
No, that was in L.A., yeah.
That was L.A.?
That was supposedly there was a volcano. Again.
In the tar pit.
Again, it tubed because no one cared. Mm-hmm. So what? L.A. blows up. Who cares?
Had it been New York, we would have all remembered.
If it had been New York, it sticks in your mind. And they know this.
And people like to see the wreckage for some reason. They love to see that Statue of Liberty without its head.
I know. Remember? Well, I guess that was like Deep Impact, where the head was rolling underwater.
Oh, yeah, in the flood. Yeah.
Here is Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, guys. I don't know. This one's not exclusively New York, but the made-for-TV series, Stephen King's The Stand, starts off part of the expositions in New York, where the super flu kills everyone, and such a pain in the ass when they have to climb through the tunnel to get out of there.
And remember,
like a day.
Remember, Kareem is walking around going, the end is coming in Times Square?
Right.
He's one of the Times Square nuts. Yeah. Now, the other, and there's always like a landmark building, like we talked about, it's either the Empire State Building, the towers. They did it to the Statue of Liberty. And in Godzilla, he actually ran through the MetLife building, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And just left the Godzilla frame there.
Like in a cartoon.
Here's Jay. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Jay.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
3370.
All right, buddy.
What about Prestige? Great movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And the whole town gets taken over under martial law, or city, I should say. Huh?
Yeah, and I think, what did they do? They blew up some buses or something?
Well, they blew up the headquarters of the FBI on, I believe it's on Park, at least in the movie.
Yeah.
They did blow up that whole building, and the whole thing didn't go down, but floors, killed a bunch of FBI agents, bunch of buses, and, there was a looming, cause that something worse is going to go down.
Right.
So,
all right, say
later.
Jay. Hey, here's another Jay. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2, when they hijacked the Statue of Liberty, they put the slime all in it. He's walking down the street, stamping out cars, and then they use the Statue of Liberty to destroy the art museum, to get in the art museum.
Right.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. They've done it a million times with New York. They love doing it with New York.
Yeah, and Ghostbusters 1, the Marshmallow Man. Nobody steps on a church in my town.
Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Card holder 6632. The movie X-Men.
Oh, yeah, X-Men.
That was
all downtown.
They had the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, they were constantly battling out in New York.
And just for a little information, I was just on the internet. They have X-Men 2 coming out next May. A movie called Daredevil, which is Marvel Comics, that's going to have Ben Affleck in it.
Right.
We saw the Hulk coming out in June.
We saw the preview for that. So comic book movies are going to be big now.
And they were supposed to be working on an Iron Man.
And do you think
Iron Man.
The big thing was X-Men? They got everybody ready to, when there's something that wasn't exactly Batman or Superman, that was just one of the lower tier comics, that hit. Now they're excited. Now they think there's a market.
X-Men hits, and now Marvel is in the movie business.
Yeah. Here is Rich. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rich.
Is that a movie that Sly Stallone, Daylight? Is the Holland Tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel?
Oh, yeah, that's very good. I forgot all about that. They're in the Lincoln Tunnel, right?
It's easy to forget, but...
Yeah, you know what? No, I think of that. A lot of times I'm going through the tunnel about the water leaking in. And I'll always say to somebody, you ever remember that movie when the water starts leaking in? That scared the hell out of me. I don't like to be anywhere where water's leaking in, Fez. That's why I won't go in a submarine. It seems like the pressure will make the water leak in every damn movie.
In any submarine movie, you got the thing where all of a sudden a bolt flies out.
Right, ping, and starts bouncing around.
Or the dials, the gauges, the glass on those shatter.
Right.
And steam comes out of somewhere for some reason.
I can't be around that. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Hello?
Hey, Johnny.
Go ahead,
Hey,
John.
guys.
Finish what you're chewing. Go ahead.
Yeah, there was a movie with David Hasselhoff not too long ago. They blew up all the bridges and they went to rob a bank on Wall Street.
Man, I never saw this movie.
It was on one of those made-for-TV movies, Channel 7, Channel 2, something like that.
I know, I'm trying to think. David Hasselhoff actually being in a movie?
Are you sure it's not Baywatch?
No, I'm positive about that.
Oh, okay.
It was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Was he a lifeguard? Oh, here comes Rory, the birthday boy.
It's called Gridlock. It was in
that's Rory.
96. Says some explosives destroy all the bridges.
Yeah, really hot chick in there, too.
New York.
Nice-looking blonde. Can't beat that.
Kathy Ireland was in it.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Well, I am sorry I missed that one. I'm less of a person.
Hey, Tom, you're on Fez. Hey, Tom. Yeah.
Well, what about, I'm not sure, the end of Fight Club? Didn't they blow up all in New York?
They won't say where they are. Fight Club, they never said what city they were in.
And it's those financial institutions that are getting blown up, right?
So where else could it be? But they never, it was one of those things where they never told you where they were. And I hate that in a movie. You know, and when those cheap Toronto movies try to act like, oh, we're just anywhere. It doesn't matter where we are. I'll tell you where you are. You're in freaking Toronto. Why don't you admit it?
They're ashamed, Ronnie. They won't do it.
I know. But have you ever seen them blow up Chicago even once? Everybody tells you Chicago's a great town. Let's see you get blown up in a movie then. If you're so hip, let's see you get blown up in a movie and see if anybody cares. Here's Foulmouth Elmo.
Hi, fellas.
Hey, Foulmouth Elmo.
Yeah, the movie that had me scared was Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the motherfuckers all over the place.
All right.
With their bad talent.
All right. Why do you gotta curse?
It was horrible.
He hates the other Muppets.
Yeah, everybody.
All right, Elmo. What a foul mouth on that Muppet.
That'd be crazy. Between him and Joe Pool, I don't, is there any kind of blocks we can put on the phone? Why can't we block people like, chicks do? They put like a block on their phone and then people can't call.
Nice call block.
Problem is we have a 1-800 number.
Yeah?
So it's a toll-free number, so I think it's...
You can't block those?
Yes, it's free for people we want.
I'll look into it. I'll call the phone company.
Yeah, do that, won't you?
It's a privilege, not a right.
That's driving.
Oh, damn. I wish it was calling. I wish the hell it was calling.
Remember, that was always the last question on the driver's test. Is it a right or a privilege?
Right? Wrong.
Privilege?
Yes.
Because you can lose it.
Right.
All right, we'll take a break. Big ass Night of Fights 2 weeks from tonight.
That's right. It is going to be at the Rec Club, May 17th. That address, 551 Main Avenue, the St. Wallington, New Jersey. The Rec Club for Big ass Night of Fights 2. The Rec Room, I'm sorry. The Rec Room.
The Rec Room. Of course, tonight, Fuzzy, it's Theater Pain is playing there.
Oh,
I might
nice.
go check out Theater Pain. Oh, well, we're going to Paisanos tonight. What am I talking about? I was in a crew mood. But, it's my guy's birthday, Fezzy. The only producer, I'll say this, who actually tries.
Oh, okay. We won't say succeeds, but we'll say tries.
Hulk has the natural talent, and he shouldn't get any kind of extra kudos for that. He's a freak of nature.
He's just being Hawk.
Right.
At that point, he's just the Hawk, and we never want him to change.
Well, unless he for the better.
I don't think he can. I think he's reached his evolution.
I like to see him grow that fro. The Pakistani fro that he keeps saying he can grow.
Please, Hawk, we just, for a couple months, just grow your fro.
I was going to, but then it was getting so hot. Like, we had those couple 90-degree days, so I was like, I gotta get a haircut.
So you shaved it down to the bone again.
Skull cap.
Here's somebody who calls himself Hawk Fact.
Wow.
Who says the Fight Club was Delaware. It was not.
Delaware?
Remember they said, you hear that there's another Fight Club in Delaware?
Oh, all right.
But where are they going to get that many tall buildings in Wilmington?
The only thing I remember from Fight Club was where they were flying. They gave out the names where they were flying to, but I don't think they ever said where they were flying back home to.
Right, they never did.
They were saying they were flying to St. Louis.
But here's the thing. He had a condo high up in the air. How many cities actually have that?
Right.
You're not fooling anyone, Fight Club.
Because I'll tell you, when you go to most cities at night, there's nothing happening in the downtown. They just, it's only places of business.
And you look at that view, and you're looking at those buildings at the end of the film where everything's blowing up. There's really only one place.
But they never say it, so it's cheating. I won't back him up for it. Tell you the truth, I think it's Toronto. That's where these cheap-ass people, they leave America and they go up there and they film in Toronto.
877-692-1027.
Tom's disagreeing. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, man, Fight Club was in Miami.
How do you figure?
At the end, when he's looking for himself or whatever, they say, is it true about Fight Club in Miami? Is Mr. Durden building an army? Because that's where they're like bases or whatever.
No, that's not true. It's just that you got to remember that there's rumors about him all the time.
Yeah, but Miami was like the home base. That's where they started.
No, where was it? Did you ever see him at the beach or anything?
That wasn't Miami. I've seen palm trees.
Yeah, but I bet they didn't film that thing in Miami.
Well, that's where it took place. I don't know where.
I know we're going to be fighting about Fight Club all night. You know what I mean? We're having a nice conversation. All right, hold on. Let's see. This other guy disagrees with you. Here's Eric. And I'd like to get one of my many producers to look up and find out where they actually shot the movie as well. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
He was getting everything from IKEA, too, you know?
Yeah.
That's right across the river.
Right, that's in Jersey, but IKEA delivers everywhere.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying, you know.
Oh, you're just saying.
That's it.
Yeah, IKEA, you can order stuff and get it delivered. Something new we have now.
Here's Joey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Joey.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy. Listen, Ron, hey, it's not Toronto where they film those cheesy movies. It's Vancouver.
Well, it's all different places in Canada, but and they do them in Vancouver as well. But they should have the balls to say, you know, that we're in Canada now.
Yeah, it was like the old Jump Street movies and all those TV shows and all that. They're all filmed.
I got a problem with that. All right, thanks.
Yeah, they all suck.
The Matrix was filmed in Melbourne, Australia.
Have you heard anybody talking about The Matrix, Roy?
No, but I'm just saying that
Matrix?
That there was another movie that they went to another country to film.
Oh, yeah, they do that all the time. It's like Star Wars is shooting over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Star Wars is
Tanzania.
Yeah, which I don't mind because, you know, they're supposed to be in outer space. I'm saying this. If you're going to act like you're in New York or Chicago or L.A., you should be there, not in Canada. And there should be some kind of law that says, don't go lying and say that you're in New York when you're in Canada. Now, a lot of these guys will come in and do this. They'll shoot in New York or L.A., they'll shoot the exterior scenes, then they shoot the interiors up there in Canada where they don't have to use unions.
Bastard people. 877-692-1027.
We're on a Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. We want to remind you that there's only 3 more episodes of the X-Files series left. So you want to watch the final 3 episodes of the X-Files beginning this Sunday at 9 p.m. on Fox 5. Then what will you do is you listen on Monday after this Sunday's episode. We'll ask you a question about it. That'll qualify you to come in studio and compete in a big-ass game show for a Panasonic portable DVD player.
Now, Fez, is it too late for me to catch up with this X-File thing?
I think it might be.
I don't think it is. I think I'm going to be able to pull it out and be able to...
There's only 3 episodes left.
Something happened to a baby or something? Is that it?
Something seems to always be happening to a baby.
Yeah.
Scully's baby. I know that much. I know Mulder and Scully.
All right,
if that's even right, I don't know.
Ended up talking about movies that get shot at different places and then pretend that they're, New York, or sometimes they shoot out of the country. Dynamite writes in, he says, at the end of Short Circuit 2, when the robots get an American citizenship, it's standing in front of the Toronto Art Museum, the same building that was on the cover of Rush album's Moving Pictures.
Being sworn in as a U.S. citizen.
Right. See, that should be against the law.
Short Circuit movie should be against the law.
No, that's true.
They actually did the sequel without Ali Sheedy or Steve Guttenberg.
Now, we were trying to figure out where they shot Fight Club at, because they were kind of acting like it was New York, but it definitely wasn't New York. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
All right, Ron and Fez. There's a scene in the movie where he's in the restaurant with Marla.
Yeah.
When they come out, I was looking my hardest to find cars with license plates. When you eventually do see a license plate, it's just a green background with white lettering, no designation of where they are.
See, they're smart that way. They're smart, not stupid.
Can I say?
Yeah, all right, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Good eye, Bill.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
All right, I was curious about this while I was watching the movie, and there's two reasons why it's in New York. One is when he realizes something's up, he's looking through the files of everything that's going on, and they're all New York City street names, like Franklin and this and that.
Right.
And another one is he's chasing Marla, kind of near the end. He hops in a yellow cab, and I looked on the side of the door, it says NYC Taxi. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but I know they did not shoot the movie in New York, though. I don't know.
They might not have. They might have just been, making like it was New York, but it definitely said NYC Taxi on the side of yellow cab.
All right, see ya.
All right.
All right, everyone looking for any sort of hint in these in the Fight Club movie.
Here is Frankie. You're on Run of Fez.
Big car holder 12538. Fight Club was filmed in downtown LA in the same San Pedro district.
All right, how do you know that?
It's in a movie atlas online and a couple of books that's released on Amazon.com about recent movies.
All right, hold on now. We got a different thing from Kevin. Kevin is on here. By the way, I just let you know, Fezzi, one of our Maroons said that it was filmed in Germany.
Germany?
One of our guys, and he IMs me this during the show. And, when you do that to one of the hosts, wouldn't you feel free to read it if you're getting it from one of your producers?
Yes, you would think that the information is checked out, correct, and airworthy, ready to be broadcast.
Then he writes back Germany and USA. Here is Kevin.
I think he's just naming his favorite countries.
Kevin, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, 1233.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Kev.
Yeah, if you watch the director commentary on the DVD, he says that where they have all the credit buildings they're blowing up,
Yeah.
He says that's Wilmington, Delaware, but there's like all these reasons why they can't say it's actually Wilmington, Delaware. But I know those scenes where you see all the credit buildings.
No, Wilmington, Delaware, whatever it is about Delaware, they have a lot of corporation headquarters there.
Yeah,
banks, they have some kind of a tax thing or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of tax deals. But at the same time, their downtown, Fezzi, is one block and maybe 8-9 buildings.
Right,
so,
not the massive skyline you see in the Fight Club.
Nobody actually lives downtown and goes walking around and would be able to join AA meetings and all this other weird stuff.
877-692-1027.
It was obviously Germany. Now here's another movie like that. 7.
Ooh.
The whole movie, it's raining, there's cabs, there's, people actually on the street, which is unusual in most cities. You get the feeling it's New York, that, and the writer actually was living in New York and kind of wrote this as a New York thing. Then the last thing, they go riding out into the desert.
Oh, right, yeah.
How the hell's there a desert there?
That was one ugly city in 7.
Yeah, right.
That is just depressing.
Yeah.
But you're right, any of the apartments that they went into, it all looked New York.
Right. And then suddenly, okay, let's head out in the desert. Where's that, Long Island? We're driving through the deserts of Long Island.
The Nassau County Desert.
Here's Mitch. Mitch, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
1986 here.
All right, buddy.
That Jackie Chan movie, Rumble in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Every scene, you see the mountains, the snow-covered mountains of Vancouver.
Right, beautiful. Like maybe we'll leave the Bronx and go skiing. I don't know. This weekend, we're very, very busy. Again, that's a Vancouver deal. But, you just call it the Bronx, and then you're on your way.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they feel that that's enough. They don't feel any responsibility to change anything else.
Well, believe me.
To even digitally, and you can do that, and remove mountains.
I don't blame it on the Chinaman. Jackie Chan, he didn't know where the hell he was. They probably told him he was in New York. He didn't know. He was barely speaking English then.
And love the beautiful mountains of Manhattan.
Yeah, this is great here. Love the fresh air of New York.
877-692-1027.
All right, here's John. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, John.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Listen, it's Wilmington, North Carolina, not Wilmington, Delaware.
All right, we're back to Fight Club again?
Yeah, actually, Wilmington, North Carolina is the #1 city in the United States for filming. New York is second, and Los Angeles is third.
First of all, Los Angeles is first. That's why they have those huge, giant studios every time you turn around.
No, but when they do off-site filming...
Why would Los Angeles be third?
It just is.
looked it up in the movie atlas. Wilmington, North Carolina is actually the #1 filming location for off-site movies.
All right. First of all, is that off-site?
Well, you know what I mean.
No, not at all. I have no idea what you're talking about.
In other words, like when they film somewhere and they
all right, give us a movie shot in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Fight Club.
All right. Keep going. Give me 10.
Oh, I can't give you 10. I'm just telling you what I read in the book.
Give me 2.
2? I think I can only give you that 1.
And somebody else said it was Wilmington, Delaware. First of all, in Fight Club, I didn't hear a lot of Southern accents.
What does Wilmington, North Carolina have to offer that it's made it to #1?
I'm just telling you what I didn't cast the crew. I'm just telling you what I read in the book.
All right, so Diamond writes in, and I wish he was one of our producers, that Dawson's Creek is filmed there.
Oh, well, that would make it #1 then.
I know there is a studio there. What's his name built it? The Italian guy, Dino De Laurentiis.
I have here in Wilmington, North Carolina, there was 19 movies filmed over, however long time.
What do you mean, however long time? You got to give me a time.
Since the beginning of time, Ronnie.
Since the beginning of when they built it there.
Built the city?
No, since they built the studio there.
I think what you're trying to say is there's only been 19 movies credited as being shot in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Correct.
Is it North Carolina or Delaware are we on?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
All right, well, let's go over.
Okay. Being There.
Being There was in D.C. We're talking about the exteriors, not where they did the, editing and stuff.
Okay. Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet was supposed to be in, Washington State, remember? It was Lumberton.
Bull Durham.
That I'll give him.
That makes sense.
The Color Purple.
You can get away with that.
Who knows there?
Crimes of the Heart.
I never heard of it.
The Crow.
Yeah, Crow. Yeah, that looks like Delaware. I thought that was supposed to be Detroit.
I think it was supposed to be Dirty Dancing.
I thought that was Catskills.
Evil Dead 2.
Be anywhere.
The Exorcist 3.
All right, these are crap movies. Seriously.
Well, no,
we're talking crap movies.
Then it gets a little bit better. The Fugitive.
What's better about that?
The Hunt for Red October. I Know What You Did Last Summer. The Last Mohegans. Lolita, Manhunter, Starman, The Swan, Weekend at Bernie's, and Year of the Dragon.
All right, so most of them you're not even supposed to be. Year of the Dragon is supposed to be Chinatown.
That's right.
All right, so maybe they're using their studios, but they're not saying, here we are in beautiful Wilmington, North Carolina. Because there is a studio there. I think Dino De Laurentiis built. All right, here's Brian. Brian, you're on Manifest.
Hey,
Brian.
Guys. You know that movie Men of Honor?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they set Bayonne in the middle of the woods with snow-capped mountains in the background.
Yeah, Bayonne. Bayonne was a very strange thing in that movie.
These mountains must be just gorgeous.
They're beautiful. It's almost like the skyline in New York. It was great.
Welcome to Bayonne, New Jersey. Pimple on God's ass.
Now, why not just give that to Bayonne? Let them have a little cash. That's such a problem.